Maxwell.
And I'm David.
Welcome to Seriously Cereal. Thanks to our supporters on Patreon, we now post 2 episodes every Saturday.
You can support the show for as little as $2 a month and get awesome rewards.
Do you like to eat your cereal dry? Then you're a snacker.
Or do you prefer to add milk to it? In which case, you're a spooner.
Today's cereal is...
Weetabix.
Alright, right off the bat, you guys, you know the drill. Welcome to the show, David. David is another one of my patrons on Patreon, but he is also the author of the series Wally the Mahar Gome, and you can get it on Amazon. Support him. I love that series so much. But my biggest fact about Weetabix, personally, and I don't know that much about it, so this is pretty much all I know, but the people who make Weetabix are actually the same people who make one of my personal childhood cereals, Puffins. It's these little, like, sort of pillow-shaped cereals, and me and Faith used to eat them all the time when we were kids. We actually recently tried them again on an episode that's going to be coming out pretty soon. So that's definitely going to be interesting, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Weetabix. So, David, take it away.
So, I didn't even know if Weetabix still existed as a cereal, but when I was growing up in Scotland, my family was pretty poor. My mum was pretty hardcore. The only cereal we got to eat was real cereal. Nothing with sugar coating on it, nothing with dehydrated marshmallows. Cereal. Mm-hmm. So mostly it was cornflakes. If we find and said I'm bored with cornflakes, we would occasionally get bran flakes, not raisin bran. They were more expensive. Said, we've got raisins in the cupboard here, we'll get bran flakes and I'll toss a handful onto them. But as another treat, we used to get Weetabix. You say, this is wheat, this will be good for you. And I was always really a little suspicious of it. I said, this is food, this is edible. I mean, truthfully, it looks like particle board. It looks like sawdust and floor sweepings that's then been glued together with a little glue, and it doesn't look edible at all.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw Weetabix, I didn't know it was a cereal. I thought it was a pumice stone. I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
Good suggestion. Yeah, it's a multi-purpose device. You can scrub yourself with it. And again, if you get bored, you can use it as a hockey puck. You can put it on the floor and you can move it around.
Like for dishes.
So we used to get this, and as we'll see a little later, if you add milk to it, it becomes a little more palatable. And then in winter time, it gets pretty cold in Scotland in winter. My mum would heat hot milk, and when you pour hot milk on top of Weetabix, it turns into a lovely kind of gloppy brown mud. It tastes a little better.
Sounds a bit like oatmeal, actually.
Yeah, it turns into kind of like a kind of wheat version of oatmeal. Now, ever since I suggested to you that could we talk about Weetabix, because it must have been around for well over 50 years, certainly in the UK and obviously over here too.
And that's true. David did suggest to me on Patreon that we talk about Weetabix on the show. I was fascinated, so I had to take him up on that.
Well, I as soon as I did, I've been worried ever since, because I know that usually Brienne is the snacker and you're a spooner.
Yeah.
I thought, I like Brienne. How is Brienne? And I like you. How are you going to manage to eat this as a snack? Because
yeah.
And then it came to me, Max. All we need is some peanut butter, maybe a couple of slices of cheese, and some Marmite. And then you would put peanut butter and then make a little Weetabix sandwich with peanut butter and Marmite and cheese in there, and that would be. I'm not sure if that would be delicious or not, but it would be less offensive than just eating it dry.
That's actually interesting, because on the back of the box, they even suggest ways to eat it. So we got for different days of the week too. Monday, you get banana and almonds. Tuesday, mixed berries and chia seeds. Wednesday, honey and Greek yogurt. Thursday, brown sugar, walnuts and raisins. And Friday, keep it simple. Add milk and warm up.
Huh. I don't see. Maybe it's on Sunday they suggest you have it with peanut butter and cheese
Yeah.
and Marmite as a sandwich. Because that would be my preference out of all that.
I mean, we actually do have like 2 of those components. Sadly, we don't have any Marmite, so I don't know if that like makes or breaks the combination. But we got cheese, and I can't eat peanut butter because I'm allergic to nuts. But we got soda butter, so yeah, that genuinely sounds interesting. I'm ready to try this.
Okay, Max. Well, I guess we ought to try it. I'm gonna spoon some of it, and you can start snacking to your delicious heart's content.
Can't wait. You know, I expect it to be a bit more crunchy.
Yeah.
But it actually, my teeth go through it like pretty easily.
I'm surprised you're not gagging yet with a dry mouth. It's so dry. I mean,
Oh no, it's definitely very dry. Very flaky too.
Mm-hmm.
It really does remind me of like I'm sorry. What is the actual cereal called? Is it just called bran flakes? It reminds me of bran flakes.
Bran flakes, yeah. Well, this is probably the first time I've tasted Weetabix in about 50 years, and it's still it reminds me of when I was a little boy in Scotland, and so all of those memories come back. It's actually quite I'm really quite enjoying this. I'm just travelling back in time.
Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna lie. This is with what you're talking about. I expected a little bit worse.
And well, given that it looks like particle board or crushed up corrugated cardboard.
I know.
So if that's the bar you're setting for yourself, it may be
But you know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I can have any more of this dry. So, let me just do a thing. There we go. Alright.
Maybe that'll help it.
Yeah. We only have shredded cheese right now, so let's just try a little bit of wow butter. That's the brand I have. We call it soy butter because it's like made of soy, but yeah, it's the actual brand. So yeah, let's try this with a little bit of extra flavor. You know, not gonna lie, that actually does kind of bring the whole thing together.
Yeah?
Yeah, like,
Might still be a little dry after everything.
it definitely is. That does not help a little bit.
So maybe you need strawberry jam and honey and something on top. Yeah, we could turn this into a proper American cereal with lots of flavouring and sugar added to it.
Exactly.
Maybe that would make it sell better.
Maybe. But like joking aside, this actually is pretty good with like a little bit of soda butter. It's like the taste of like the soda butter does actually like really complement the brand really well.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not actually brand flakes, but you know what I mean.
Well, good, because you've another whole hockey puck in there to snack through. So
Yes, indeed. And how's it with milk?
it's pretty good with milk. It as you can see already, it turns mushy pretty quickly. And I said, if you add warm milk to it, it just turns into like porridge or kind of mush, but it's pretty tasty mush.
I'm not a tasty much that somebody wants oatmeal. Yeah, I like it really good, but 2 very different experiences here.
So now that there's only about another 48 of those in that package, so I know your mum doesn't like to waste anything, so I imagine you and Faith are going to just have to power your way through
Yeah.
somehow or other. Or the Weetabix. Mind you, I bet you, if you just toss them in among the chickens, they devour it in no time.
They would love that.
They would love it, yeah.
love that. But if we can't get it to the chickens, I think I'm gonna be trying these with like every combination. It's gonna be cheese, it's gonna be jelly, it's gonna be butter butter. I'm going to actually get like more money. But yeah, honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised. So, if I recall correctly, Weetabix actually doesn't have that many ingredients. It basically just has wheat, barley malt, cane sugar, and salt. I mean, along with like added vitamins or whatever. But like even on the box, it boasts that it only has 2 grams of sugar.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm amused by those ingredients because if there's cane sugar in it, I think they basically wafted the box next to it a thing of cane sugar because they're not very sweet, that is for sure.
No, definitely not.
And the more I think about Weetabix, I'm amazed that it wasn't actually invented in Scotland because they also use barley malt in it. Well, in Scotland, barley malt is used to make whiskey, but maybe if they had left over barley malt, they said, well, let's just mix it together with some floor sweepings and invented Weetabix.
Waving around next to some cane sugar.
Having said all that, I must say I was pleasantly surprised, perhaps because of my childhood memory. The flavours actually, it's a very nutty wheat kind of flavour, and certainly if you drown it in enough milk and throw in some sugar, it wouldn't be terrible.
Because like milk kind of like gives it some of that flavor too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I said, the texture is a little similar to bran flakes, but the taste is surprisingly similar to bran flakes too. It's like even though it's like wheat, it's like it's similar. It really does like taste similar to bran flakes, and it's so interesting that you like brought that up earlier.
Yeah. So if I was in a really generous, thoughtful mood, I would give Weetabix a solid 2 out of 5 as a spooner.
Yeah.
And that's mainly because milk itself gets a solid 2 out of 5.
Let's see. As a snacker, you know, I'm gonna say it was not my thing. I mean, I honestly, I just prefer sweeter. That's me. I was honestly pleasantly surprised. I expected to really dislike this. I thought it was gonna be like crunchy, just kind of like bland, tasteless. But it does have a flavor, and it's actually not so bad. I mean, I like bran flakes personally, so you know, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 spoons.
Awesome.
Like it's definitely not my new favorite. I'm not gonna like single this out like, oh, Weetabix, finally. But I mean, I'm honestly glad I tried it.
Good, and you're lucky enough that you'll get the opportunity to try it about 45 more times.
Yes, indeed. All the combinations. I can't wait.
Should be great. So, have any of you guys ever tried Weetabix? Do you think there's any way you could take it to make it tasty? If so, let us know. Comment below.
And don't forget, you can support the show for as low as $2 a month on Patreon. If you support the show, we can chat every day, and you'll get an awesome drawing every month. Thanks for watching, you guys. See you next time.